Hello, and thank you for joining us for 10 Ways to Build Your Business Using Social Media. I'm Denise Bynes, and I am looking forward to share ways that you can utilize social media to further your business endeavors. So please come join us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/social my marketing. And even if you're listening to a recording of this, please come on over and introduce yourself, and feel free to post links to your pages and go ahead and start networking with people through our page. We would love to help you do that. Okay, so let's get started. What is social media? I was thinking earlier today, the first time I heard about social media, and I remember MySpace and people talking about that, and I never did venture into MySpace. Started with Facebook a year or two ago, and hearing that and deciding how I wanted to use that for my business. So I looked up the definition on Wikipedia for social media, and they define it as the use of web-based and mobile technologies to turn your communications into interactive dialogue. So it's a way for you to connect, not necessarily face to face, but you can almost connect face to face with your customers, with potential customers, with other business owners, and a lot of fun things can happen. So it's a great tool that is definitely worth looking into and deciding what is going to be the right platform for you. So why do we want to be part of it? Why, as business owners or executives that are already busy enough juggling 100 things a day, need to try to figure out what we're going to do with social media? 96% of people born in the 80s and 90s use social media. And I'm going to give some other information to show how highly trafficked social media is. So if this age, the 80s and 90s clan, I don't know if that's generation X, Y, or Z, I don't know. I'm not real sure, but if that's a group that is part of your demographic, then it's definitely worth taking a look and seeing how you can connect with them through social media. Also, social media allows you to establish yourself as an expert in your industry. So if you're a coach, if you're a speaker, an author, if you have any type of, maybe you're a chef, you do catering, putting information out there through your social sites will establish yourself as a resource and as an expert in what you do. It's also a way to connect with others. Earlier today, I had somebody ask me, if you could summarize social media in one word, what would it be? And my word was connections. It's a great way to meet people that you never would have the chance to meet otherwise. I have people all over the world that I've connected with, and through my business, and I've liked their page or followed them on Twitter, and just get to know even fairly famous people that I never would have had the chance to meet otherwise. So it's also a venue where you can share information. Many of us probably all of us have a passion, have a message that we want to deliver, and it's a way to do that with people that are interested in what you have to say. I do want to insert here that I do not think that social media is what it should be all about. Don't put all your efforts into social media. It should be part of a greater marketing plan and how they can interact and help each other. I've seen where people just starting out decide to put themselves out there on social media because you can put it together pretty quickly, and there's no cost, and it's a way to start. But don't have everything be there. Have it be interactive with your website, and be intermixing that with other marketing platforms that to have a broader base and touch people in different venues. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at the top 3 media sites, social media sites, which are Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So Facebook has more than 600 million active users, and it's growing by about 1 million people per day. So it's a very highly trafficked website, and more than 50% of these users log on every day. With the other interesting statistic there is that many of them are on there for up to an hour a day. So sure, you have the gamers or some of those people in that mix as well. But it is highly used, and the current fastest growing demographic audience on Facebook right now are females ages 55 to 65. So if that's your target customer, then take a look at Facebook and how you can reach them. So you can see it's not a passing fad. There's a lot of traffic being passing through these sites. LinkedIn has more than 100 million members. It's the largest professional online networking community. There is a paid membership that you can pay for, but you do not need it. I don't recommend it. I haven't recommended any of our clients do that because you can do so much with LinkedIn, and it actually has some great useful skills to it. And I really like LinkedIn because they don't mess around. They're not changing formats every day. It's easy to use, and it's just a lot more professional than looking at comparing to Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. A couple statistics from LinkedIn. Average household income is $109,000 annual, and 45% of the members there are the decision makers. They're the owners, the CEOs, the business owners. So it's a great audience to go for, especially if you're a business to business company. And a couple nice features about LinkedIn is you can export the emails into a database, so you can upload them and send your newsletter, do different things with their emails. That's with your contacts in LinkedIn. Another great tool is recommendations. You can ask for recommendations from other people, but better yet is to find people that you've done business with that you can give a recommendation for. And after they do that, they're going to be prompted and asked if they want to, give a recommendation back. So they're sent a message asking, if they can review what you said about them, and then they can make that live, and then they'll be prompted to do one for you. So also LinkedIn traffic has a lot of search engine traffic. And so I took a look, typed in my name on Google, and my number one hit was LinkedIn. So, and then followed by Facebook, and then my own website. Obviously, if I incorporated some more SEO tactics on my website, that would be higher, but that just goes to show the power of LinkedIn. And there are a lot of things on LinkedIn that you can do to strengthen your profile, especially within LinkedIn. So if you're a writer, if you're an author, if you're, whatever your profession is, you put that in your profile, and there's some key ways to do that so that you come up high in the searches. On Twitter, you have about 200 million members hanging out there, and I find it works better for some businesses than others. And it works great for local companies that want to, say, hey, hot off the press, or, come in right now, mention this, and you get, buy one, get one free, or, you can kind of create that buzz. You can also target specific types of individuals. So, for example, we're working with a client, and her audience is authors. And so we can type into search and look for authors and connect with them there. You can also then put those people into groups of lists. And so depending on who you're marketing to, you can, maybe have a group of moms, or, so if you're, however you're going to athletes, or, whatever your market is, you can group those and then deliver a message directly to that audience. And you can also interact and engage with other people through Twitter by, one way is to retweet them. So one example, on my marketing Twitter page, I have followed companies like Facebook and Twitter and Aweber and resources that I use and get information from. And then I can retweet them. There's a little button you click, and then it goes out to your audience, and it just is a way to interact with these people and promote them as well. So next I want to take a look at 3 different platforms on Facebook. I find that there's a lot of confusion around these 3. How, what's right for your business and what are the differences. So I wanted to take a minute and go through that. First is the personal profile. And A personal profile is linked directly to a person. So if your main purpose is doing Facebook for your business, which is my reason, you still need to have your personal profile up to date. Make sure it's current. And I actually post information on my personal profile. I want my customers to know who I am as a person. I volunteer here and there, and I am a mom, and I go on vacation with my family, or I want them to connect that I'm a person too. And so it's a great way to build relationships with your clients as well as other business owners. And also, people that have started a business on a personal page is dangerous territory, and a lot of people have done that. And most of the time they don't know. Sometimes it's intentional, but most of the times they don't really know what they're, where they started it, or they just kind of jumped into it and didn't know the differences. So a personal page has rules against posting promotions. You can't promote, sell products and services directly. And you can do a small amount of, like, for example, on my personal page, I did promote this webinar. Well, it's a free webinar, and you can do some promotions like that. But they did recently roll out a tool that will transfer your personal profile to a business page. So if somebody unintentionally started building a page on a personal profile, right now it will convert over. So that's something that you might want to take a look at if you have started it on a personal profile. There are some other things, like a personal page has a limit of 5,000 friends, and so I've seen companies where they reach that 5,000 and then what? They can't grow beyond that, and they kind of have to start all over on a business page, at least until this tool recently. And then on a page, these used to be referred to as fan pages. And then 6 months ago or so, Facebook just renamed them as a page. You used to be able to have so many fans, or you could fan this page. Now it's you like the page, and you have so many likes on your page. So anyway, I refer to them as a business or professional page. And they can be set up for businesses or organizations, causes, nonprofits, stars, and just all kinds of different categories there. And you can change your category, and you can also now change your page name. They used to have that locked in and not be able to change it. And if you had a typo or decided you wanted to change your business name, you couldn't. And so that was a nice feature that they changed when they did upgrades a few months ago. And then you can also publicly view pages. So you can link, so for example, the facebook.com/socialmymarketing, I can drive traffic from there, from my website, from my website directly. They don't have to be logged into Facebook to see that. You can also send out links like on an e-newsletter, as well as putting it on brochures and printed materials. And pages can be used for a variety of things. You can do event announcements, you can post different company updates or promotions. Do need to be a little careful on the promotions, and I'll go into that a little bit later. But as far as Facebook's rules, and take a look at, just doing a variety of announcements on your page, and keep your fans, your friends, informed of what's going on. And then the third area is groups. You can set up groups for like organizations or membership type platforms. They can either be public or private. Couple examples, I have set up a public group for my son's school. And so parents or kids can add to the page, and then they can leave the page when they're no longer at the school. And it's a way to communicate events, and just kind of an open platform. So there are a lot of nice features. I have a group set up for a team of us that are working together on a project, and so we can add documents, and we can pose questions to each other, or we can say, hey, I need help with this. And so it's kind of a forum that's just managed on the Facebook page, and again, easy to set up. You don't have to go through setting up a website. Okay, third, we're going to take a look at branding your Facebook page. And this is an example of one of my pages In the top left corner is what I refer to as a page banner. This used to just be smaller, and you can have just a logo or just a picture, and they have made it to where it can be a taller box. It could actually go taller than what we have, but I recommend this size so that the tabs over here, the wall and info, and people can see to click, because if they can't see those, then they might not, if they come to this page and don't know how to navigate their way around and they're new to Facebook, they might just leave because they don't know what to do. So, and then over on the right side is a welcome page. And back, I think in February of this year, Facebook changed. It used to be FBML programming for these welcome pages, and they changed it to where you can only do iframes. And my understanding is at this point, FBML is still supported if you had it set up before this, but you can't change it. And I've heard rumor that those will go away at some point, and it all has to be on iframes. So anyway, this iframe is basically a frame that's viewing a website. So you can have, if you were able to scroll down on this page, we have an opt-in to join our email list. You can have video, you could sell product on here, whatever you want to do. This does take some extra technical experience. So we have a team of people that we work with to do this. So if this is something you're interested in, we'd be happy to put you in touch with somebody. All right, number 4 is social media efficiency. So who of us have not sat down in front of Facebook and then realized an hour or 2 hours later, what was I sitting here doing? You've got caught up in looking at somebody's pictures and responding to messages, and so you sit down with a plan and have a little checklist that you're going to go through and have a purpose to your social media time. This is especially important if you're paying staff to come in and do your social media for you. You want them to be efficient and just kind of march through their lists and know what they need to be focusing on. A few things to take note of. Notification settings, I have most of mine turned off. I get notifications for if somebody's written on my wall, and this is relating to Facebook specifically, but so if somebody's written on my wall, tagged me in a picture, and a couple other things. So most of them I have turned off. Another thing you can do is have a separate email that just your social media notifications go to, so they're all in one place. I don't do that because I don't need another email to go check, but I just turn off notifications, and I'm on there a few times a day, so I can keep tabs on it pretty well. So grouping friend lists, all 3, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, have features where you can group together friend lists. So for example, on Facebook, on my friends, I have a group for businesses. I have a group for Eugene businesses, which is where I'm located. And so if there's something going on locally that I think business people would be interested in, I can post it just for them. My other high school friends, or they don't care. So it's kind of a nice feature. You can also cross-link your sites. So you can set it up to where you can post on your Facebook page. That will automatically go to your Twitter page, and then that can automatically go to your LinkedIn page. So with one post, it can go all 3 places. There's also tools like Hootsuite and Ping FM, and you can, like on Hootsuite, you can post up to 5 different places at once. The greatest feature I like about Hootsuite is you can schedule things out. So I have one client that I do their posts for, and I can go on in the morning and I can do 6 or 7 posts on Twitter throughout the day. And so their messages staying on the Twitter feed throughout the day, and I'm just done in a few minutes in the morning. Next, I want to take a look at the social media managing. This is a really growing profession, and it's causing people to take a look at, what does it mean to hire somebody to do this for me? So creating social media profiles is one thing that they can do. They can get you set up and then just send you on your way. They can also help you build connections or do your posts for you. They can help you promote products or services or events or, whole campaigns. So That's something to take a look at. One thing I wanted to point out on this is have a clear definition of what they're going to do for you. You know, what is and is not okay for them to say. Do you need to review it before they post it? Or are you writing it and they're just posting it? And just have that clearly defined. Also, what time of day that they're going to do your posts. Um, Posting that is done in the mornings gets seen by more people than if it's done at midnight. So, something to take a look at. The other thing is to have consistent messaging with your other marketing. So, if you have a commercial out there, if you have some big branding package going on, have that also be incorporated into your social media. So, if you have different people doing different things, just make sure they're all on the same page, and they can also cross promote. I mean, your social media should be promoting to your website or be promoting an event that's coming up, and just make sure that those are coordinating. Okay, I wanted to quickly interject here. At the end of today's webinar, I'm going to have a special, and I have two different things going on. One is for the do-it-yourselfer that wants to just learn how to do the different marketing steps. And the second package is for people that just want somebody to come in and set it up for you, to do it for you. So I have a package that I'm offering a discount today through tomorrow, Friday at 6 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, sorry, May 6th at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So we will come in, set up your page for you, add up all your content, make sure everything's kind of cross-linked, and upload a graphic file to the banner page and do 20 posts for you over a month period of time. We are flexible on this. If you have your Facebook page, but you want one of your other pages set up, we can take a look at that, or if you different timeline on the posts or whatever. So shoot us an email if you want to check in on that. Okay, moving along is this I wanted to point out of cleaning up your sites, optimizing your sites. And one thing is to I have a picture of my personal wall on Facebook, and so I go through and I routinely, usually daily, come through and clean up things that I don't want on here. So you can delete those. I was actually doing a training the other day, and I popped over to my wall to show somebody how to do this, and I had a virus posted on there, so I was able to show them how to delete that. And but if there's a button right over here if you were on your Facebook page, or I was on my Facebook page, you can mouse over that, and then there's a button you can say remove post. So just clean up things that you don't want, or be able to reply to things if people have written on your wall, and just reputation management. Okay, number 7 is how you build interest. So you have a page, how are people going to find it? So here are some basic ways. One is to have contests or promotions. You do need to watch out on Facebook. They have promotional guidelines that you can go in and read and see what they allow and what they don't. But you can create buzz just like I did for today's webinar on different pages. And so you can also have a like box, which is what I have over on the right side here. And this is taken from one of my clients' websites. And this right here would be lit up if I didn't already like her page. Somebody can come to her website and like her page, and then they'll be following her on Twitter. And the content here is changed out every time a Facebook post is done. And then it shows that there are actual real people that like her page. So that's kind of a fun way to build a little bit more interest on a website. And you can also do just links on a website that would go to Twitter and LinkedIn. You can do that on e-newsletters, or the address on promotional materials, and also cross-link. For example, on my Twitter page, I can say, hey, have you found me on Facebook? And I can give the link to my Facebook page. So you can kind of, because they go to different people, different venues, different traffic, and you can cross-link and get people on the different pages. Okay, so number 8 is to make a plan. And I did the picture of the Post-it because I literally have Post-its on the wall in front of my desk of different pages that I manage and ideas of what I can post. So I have like events and products and testimonials and quotes and tips and audio. You can do a cinchcast.com. It's cinchcast.com. Allows you to do a free 2-minute audio recording, and then you can link that to your page. You can also comment on other people's pages. I had some of that today for the webinar. People were writing on my page and were saying, I'm looking forward to the webinar. And so that's a great way to promote each other. Probably my one thing that I preach about is being consistent with your social media. So decide what's going to work well for you and your business. Is that once a week post? Is that daily? Is it 3 times a week? But the main thing is to be consistent. I was searching for something the other day and typed something in the Facebook search window and clicked on something that I thought might have been it, and I hadn't had anything posted since October of 2009. So you don't want that to be your page. So be consistent. If you need to put it in your calendar to go in and do it until it becomes habit, do that. Or get help. And also set a goal with building connections. Facebook allows you to have send up to 20 friend invites a day. So, and that's currently, it can change. So you can always look in the help center for their guidelines, but if you violate those, they will just shut you down. So, you can also, set goals within, all those sites, even if it's just once a week, you're going to go out and you're going to kind of build your connections. And you can also promote events like I did with the webinar today. Number 9 is to have a social media policy. If you have employees or people working with you, do you have a policy about this? A lot of companies do not, because it's a newer thing that businesses are facing. So one example to include is maybe having supervisors not be able to friend people that they supervise, because that's just a HR nightmare waiting to happen. So they get passed up for a raise or a promotion, and they're just going to say, hey, that's because I go out and party on the weekend or whatever. So kind of a rule of thumb, if you wouldn't go over to their house and hang out, maybe you shouldn't be able to be hanging out with them on Facebook. So just kind of some ideas on there. You can also have guidelines for what can and cannot be posted. Some companies even look at, can social media be accessed at all by employees during the day, or, some kind of regulations on that. So you can also, I just want to mention, you cannot regulate what employees post on their personal page. So they might indicate that they work for XYZ company, and they can also say, hey, I went out and got drunk last weekend and blah, 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 and post pictures of their party. So it's, I guess, freedom of speech, so you can't regulate it. So I guess just kind of something to keep in mind and see how you can manage that. And finally, number 10 is to be creative. Social media is meant to be relational and fun and social. So just have fun with it. And you can offer, I gave you some idea of offering variety to the updates that you do. Adding pictures and video and the audio and, just something more than just the words really spices it up. So, if it's summertime and saying, hey, I'm so excited to see the sun, add a picture of the sun. Or actually take a picture of something that you're doing and load that up there. So people like to interact that way. You can also write on other people's wall and promote them. One example is if I have an associate that's speaking somewhere in town, I might, I'll write on their page saying, hey, I'm looking forward to, listening to you speak at blah, blah, blah. And so it's a way for then my connections to be able to see that, hey, you might want to go check this out. So that's kind of the viral effect of social media. And also just you can add that personal touch. One thing I do if I go out networking, I come back with 5 business cards. I'll go see if I can find them on Facebook or on LinkedIn and send them an invite. And I'll invite them to my newsletter and maybe send them an email and, great to meet you and here's my website and look forward to getting to know you or whatever. But it gives you that personal touch. And then I throw the business cards away because I haven't found a way that a drawer full of business cards helps you. So I just put them in my mix there and get them up there and connect with them. And then when the time's right, they'll know how to find me. So, another thing I wanted to mention back in the promoting and building traffic to your page. For example, on my marketing page, it's brand new. It's been up about a week, and I think I have 40 some friends right now. Or likes, I guess, right now. And, but I have thousands of impressions. You can go into the statistical information, the insights, and I have thousands of people that are seeing these posts because people are interacting and they're looking at it. And again, that's where that viral part comes in. So, so just to recap on the special that I'm offering, and to take advantage of this, you can go to socialmymarketing.com/10 ways offer. And I can email this out also. You can take a look at that, and just to kind of recap what we're doing. So we have the option number 1 is the do-it-yourself, where we teach you how. And this package has 10 classes in it. And we have currently a list of about 15 classes, and we're adding to that. So if that's something you're interested in, we just promote those as we have people interested in the different classes, and we can post dates or let you know. And they're small, they're like 5 people, they're online. And the first half hour, I walk through a lot of these things, how you use Hootsuite or how you optimize your profile on LinkedIn and those different aspects. And then we spend the second half hour asking questions and walking you through actually doing it. The other package we have is for somebody that just wants to get this set up and done for them. So we can create the Facebook page, add all your information up there, upload a picture to the banner profile part, and do 20 posts over a month period of time. And like I said, it's a little flexible. If it's not Facebook and you want something else done, we can work something out there. So regular price on option number 1 is $250. And so through 5 o'clock on Friday, I'm offering this for $187. And the regular price on option number 2 is normally $300. Keep in mind that that does not include the welcome page. And this graphic file I will upload is what's supplied to me. So if that's your logo or a picture, something that works within that. So we can coordinate on that, but that's what I can get from you as the client and upload that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We're here to help you. Our website, socialmymarketing.com, you can take a look there. There's some resources. Go ahead and sign up for our newsletter. We have a report that you'll get with that, and then we'll send you out updates as we add more content to the page. And also, you can find us. I have our information there for Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and my email address. So I look forward to getting to know and help each of you have a successful social media campaign. Thanks so much.